All right, so good morning. We're down here at Irwindale Speedway. We are with our boy Jeff over here. Woo! And look at this. Look at how crazy this is. This is the final hurrah for all of it. So we got Sam McMommy over here as well. What are we doing today, buddy?
Well, right now is the autograph session, and then we're doing a couple demos for the crazy NASCAR fiasco. They got it. What, they got like 100 cars out here?
There's over 100 cars,
I
yeah.
don't even know all the cars. Like to me, it's just NASCAR. Well, these look kind of beat up. I think there's a demolition derby. 370, bro. I can't tell the difference. I'll stab you. I paid more for the taillights.
They're all the same.
All the same. I swear I can't tell the difference. I don't know why. I swear I can't. We need to get in those legend cars, though.
I wonder if they let us jam some.
The legends are amazing.
Which ones are the legends?
The little tiny guys, the midget-looking things.
This thing, the Honda Accord right here?
No. The way up there, they look like roadsters.
Oh, yeah, those are super cool, the little guys.
Well, you have fun today. It's good to have you back. Thank you. Well, Custer, he'll be driving
I like it.
55.
Okay, so we're here. We're running some laps. We're doing different things, and it's super cool to be down here. So this is the end of the season for us. This is the last event of the year and last event ever for Irwindale. So man, hats off to my sponsors. Vitor Tires got us through the year with lots of wins. Maz, I'm actually on the phone right now waiting for Maz. He's actually on the laptop tuning and adjusting the anti-lag for the bottom because the grip level is so different that we have to turn up the anti-lag a little bit because we don't want to run nitrous. So yeah, he's jamming on that right now. Thank you guys. Anyways, Maz is our tuner, phenomenal tuner, and he tunes all of the turbo stuff. So if you guys need anyone, check him out. You can find him on Instagram or WhatsApp, but like Maz tunes our cars all over the world. It's super nice. He's basically the M50 like god for M50, S54, all that type of stuff. And then and then you saw Johnny is our Malaysian tuner who does all the 2J stuff. So really cool to meet all these phenomenal people. We also have Ish, as you know, who tunes the LS cars here. So it's kind of like I choose the best tuner that does the best in each, like for each vehicle. And then that's what we use, and just seems to be the best. You know, everyone specializes in something, so we let them specialize in their own deal. HPS, all the hoses, pedal commander. That's that little thing that goes whoop, 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 in the car that makes the car go super fast. Right here, look at that. Pedal commander for the win. I'm running one, Odie's running one. There's a couple of us running them. I mean, dude, they're super top notch. It's probably the best best thing that you could put on the car, best budget mod that you can have on the car ever. On a street car, on a drift car, on any car. It gives you the most, I guess, difference in feeling, more than an intake, more than brakes, more than anything on the car is literally a pedal commander. So hats off to you guys for sure for making good stuff. 777 factory. This is a brand new shop out of Vegas. Technically Boulder, if you don't know what Boulder is, but technically Vegas. And that is my crew chief, that's Bryant. He's done a lot of fab stuff for us, all kinds of things, builds our subframes, really takes care of us in a lot of big ways, so super cool there. Tinker, hopefully we'll be working with them next year. We worked with them for SEMA and a couple other things. The apps are really cool, so you'll check them out, see what's going on with them. The app allows you to basically do anything you need to online and allows you to help work on cars. ESR wheels, best wheels in the business. These are 4-year-old wheels. These are the very first wheels that we ran from ESR. Some of them are pretty bent and pretty messed up, and we still run them. They're still alive. So impressive. Purelator, probably best and one of the oldest oil filters and air filters in the business. They've been sponsoring NASCAR since the beginning of NASCAR. So they probably feel right at home here with all the NASCARs out here and all the Legends cars and everything. But they're new into drifting. Check them out if you haven't. They just do really good oil filters and air filters, which if you want to save motors, that's probably the best way to do it, for sure. We got Holly. Holly's been with us from the very beginning as well. They now own like 70-something companies, so even like the suit I have on, the Simpson stuff, all this is all owned by Holly. So hats off to Holly. They make it happen. Motul, they've been one of our first sponsors as well. We've been with them not just in the US, but in multiple countries. So Motul, like, dude, best oil in the world. You can ask all the other drivers too. Off the record, they're gonna tell you Motul's top. So it's really good to know that we're running the best oil that we can possibly find. It's an ester-based, phenomenal oil. So super good. Prisma NRG, they work together. They make these badass seats. So the seats, super cool seats. There's a Prisma seat, Prisma NRG seats. Dude, they've stepped up the game. I mean, look at this, all carbon, like, so good. Such a good setup. Big Duck Club, all the body kit. Look, this is still my first body kit for the year. It has been destroyed and beat up so many times, and it's still together. So, RJ, thank you, buddy. Thank you for making good body kits and supporting drifting. Love you guys. Fuel suspension, obviously the best coilovers. Look at this. The best, buddy. Literally fuel for the win. I mean, I don't know if you guys know the whole story with that, but I had a set of BCs on my car. Nothing against BC, but I had a set of BCs on my car. I never qualified. Another driver was basically like, bro, buy a set of fuels. If you don't love them, like, I'll buy them back off you. I said, all right, well, there's no lose there. I put them on the car, on the E36, street drove the car to Vegas, and I ended up winning. I qualified third and ended up winning my very first event ever, and that was LS Fest Vegas. So that's how I met Holly, and that's how I got taken care of. So without the Feels, man, a lot of stuff wouldn't have happened in my life. So thank you, Feel. Simpson, which is the fire suit underneath here, and the shoes and all the cool stuff. So thank you guys for all that. G-Force, best transmissions in the game. Probably more than half of these cars out here, probably more than 90% of these cars out here run G-Force transmissions. So that's super cool. They've been doing NASCAR and stuff for a long, long time. NOS, Nitrous, come on, check it out. Simply the best. They've been around so long. I mean, you saw them in Fast and Furious. That's how long ago NOS has been around. Super good. Love the product. Man, they jam around. ACT, you don't hear much about them as far as race car stuff. And the reason why is because you only put them in the car once. We haven't had to swap a clutch all year. Not in this car or in Connor's car. And Connor's quite hard on clutches, let me tell you. So the fact that you don't see him much is because we don't have to take him out much. We run them, James runs them. Connor runs them. A lot of good drivers run them, and we don't have any problems with them. That's why we run them. It's not about, at that level, it's not about like money or finances or anything. It's about not having to work on the car or take the car back apart to get it back on the track. So for us, super important that we don't have to take a transmission out in the middle of the race. So G-force on the transmission, quick time bell housing to make sure that thing stays in and we don't lose our legs from it coming apart, and ACT so we don't ever have to screw with the clutch. So thanks, hats off to ACT, been with them from the beginning. 961, you know Sam McMommy, bro, this guy, there's his car right there. He's the one who builds the engines. So Sam, dude, literally one of my best friends, love him, Mr. Habibi to me. This guy jams. And to partner up with that, Precision Turbos. That's what makes you go whoosh, whoosh, make all the power. So Precision Turbos, we company up Precision with what's it called? With all of the, basically all Precision parts, and they have like a new front end and back end turbos, and this is a new Street Fighter setup. Street Fighter? No, Eurofighter? Some kind of fighter. We've only had to install it once, so we haven't really had to take it apart or mess with it. We literally just put it in and it jams. So maybe it's Eurofighter. It's some kind of cool like fighter jet front end. It sounds like a fighter jet. That's all I know how to explain. Maybe that's what it's called. Maybe it's called a fighter jet. Either way, I apologize for messing that up. It is super cool though. Yeah, and then to control all of it is all TurboSmart. TurboSmart is, we haven't found a better company to manage it, so that's the one we run. That's what manages all of that stuff. NRG is all the safety equipment, as you can tell. So NRG custom wheel. That's our new wheel that's coming out actually. So if you haven't seen this, this is our test unit. But so it has some writing there, some writing here. Rome CP is very, very clean, right? Obviously, we're gonna have that badge the right size. That just, we had it printed out the wrong size. But it's gonna be like that with the stitching in here. And then on the back, it says the same thing, but in English. So it's drive aggressive, be a legend. So what's cool about that is when you put the wheel on, from in here, it's not distracting, it's very clean and organized. However, from up here, when someone looks into the front window, they're like, oh, this guy's a hell of a driver. He's gonna drive aggressive. This is how we're gonna jam on it. So what else we got up here? We have Radium. Radium is a must-have. Best catch cans in the game. Boom, you can see it right here. And they make all the fuel rails, they make all the plumbing, but more important than that, they make the fuel cell and all the safety equipment that we need in there. So they also make these guys, keep the car nice and cool. Fuel cell down there. Boom, you can see all the Radium stuff in there. Oh yeah, there we go, it says Radium right there. So it's, oh, and there we go. Fuel filter, easy to get to. The reason why we do all that is because we trust Radium and we do not want to have to mess with fuel problems. We don't want fuel fires. We don't want anything like that. So we just run the best to not have problems in the end. So also, speaking of Radium, we are upgrading and changing something. So this year we ran this style Radium caps. Next year, you're gonna see the dry brake. Ba-ba! Super fast on my car and on the other car we're building that I'm not supposed to talk about. So there might be another one of these out there in FD next year, just to let you know. What else we got up here? I think all the other ones we've kind of covered except for Mr. Weisfab. It's on that side. But Weisfab is all the blue stuff. That's the easiest way to describe it. Everything you see that's blue, everything that makes this car handle well, turn well, drift well, do everything well, is all based on these guys. So very, very, very impressed by Weisfab. I mean, they've made phenomenal stuff for such a long time that it's just insane. I don't even know how to describe it. Since I started drifting, I've always wanted Weisfab because of how cool it is. And the Weisfab stuff just makes it phenomenally good, makes it super, super grippy, and makes everything really, really work. So even in the back, we'll go back here, and it's all fresh Weisfab. So we've been beating on it. This one has a special collapsible link that they built us in the rear, but yep. The Weisfab is what makes it all work and makes the car jam and just boom, ton of grip, ton of forward, and everything we need. So yeah, we're good to go here. If I forgot someone, I apologize, but there's no way we could have done any of this even from the beginning without Garagistic. Garagistic is basically our home base. It's basically everything that we work out of. You guys see my home shop, which is Imagine Garage, which is what, I'm physically building all this, but I can't do it without all the parts, without all the support, without everything from Garagistic. So if you need BMW parts, Garagistic's where you're gonna go. They make all the stuff. They have warranty on everything. If you destroy or break anything, hit them back up. They make all the short shifters. They make all the seat brackets. They make all the fancy stuff that we see or that you see. They even make them in different colors. They make them with a ton of holes. Like the owner, Matthew, is literally a race car driver. That's why we partnered up, and it made so much sense, because I'm not partnering up with someone who's just like, oh, I'm trying to make some money. It's literally a race car driver that's like, look, I think I can make you the best stuff, better than any other company. Let's work together. What do you need? And that's how all these cool parts came out. All the solid bushings, all the spherical bearings, all the adapters, all the seat brackets, all the plates, all the firewall delete stuff, all the brake booster delete stuff, whatever it is that you see in the car. If it's basically not like a Weisfab or field suspension part, it's basically going to be built by Garagistic. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Man, you believed in me when no one else did. We're here because of you, and just huge shout out to everyone there at Garagistic. So it's been a really, really cool ride. It's just the beginning, and man, you're going to see this thing on a lot more podiums coming up real soon. So stay with us. We're going to be jamming, and yep, here's the beginning. Technically the end of 2024 season, beginning of 2025. So we're going to run some more laps. We're going to put some people in the car for a ride along. Maybe I can see if I can get my parents out here, maybe for the last little hurrah, but we're going to get some people out here jamming. So this will be the end of it, and just the beginning of the filming for today. So enjoy. There's going to be lots of racing ahead of us. Let's enjoy the day today. Let's go. Oh, okay, so I've climbed in this little car. This car looks like that size, which is tiny. I mean, like, that's Sam standing here right there. See?
I'm trying to figure out how to get in there.
Okay, so, and your name's Bear, right?
What was that?
Bear? Bo. Yep. Okay, perfect. And all right, here's explaining something, because all right, I got this. I understand the steering wheel and all that, right? But look down here. There's a little bit of confusion because he's got four pedals. So how does this work?
So here's your clutch here,
So this is a clutch.
and then you've got brake here. You've also got brake here. Depending on how you're driving, you might need to clutch and brake at the same time.
Okay.
So that's mostly for like road course stuff.
Got it.
And then there's your gas there on the right.
Gas and brake like normal.
Yes, sir. And it's a Yamaha R6 engine.
Oh, it's an R6 motor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what? These are street bike motors?
Yes, sir. It used to be. I think it used to be Hayabusa back in that day.
Really? But now they went down to 600s?
How much are these cars like this?
Like to build one.
To build one, so like a brand new built 30 grand.
That's not bad at all. To get into racing? He says you can get into racing into this car for around 30 grand. That's super reasonable. You can't even buy a Prius for 30 grand. You can't even buy a Honda for 30 grand.
Yep, exactly.
I'd rather own one of these than that.
You can find some good deals too, like 22,000, The cheap, you don't want to go cheap though, obviously.
No, it's a race car. I know we can go cheap. Like, this guy's like, hey, bro, you can go cheap, like real bench, crooked, everything broken. I got you. $3,000, it's all yours.
You don't want to do that.
So how expensive is it to run it a weekend?
For a weekend, you know, if you travel pretty far, you know, hotels and whatnot.
Let's maybe get rid of like hotels and crew, because it's the same. Like, we have to pay for all that too.
Okay. Fuel, tires. You're probably only about $1,500. I think so.
Bro, hey, maybe we get some of these. Is this $1,500 to run the weekend? We go through 30 tires a weekend.
Really?
Yeah. So if you're paying $150 to $200 a tire, I mean, the math right there, you're in pain. How do you go do a lot of tires in this, or not too bad? 2 sets a weekend. And how much are tires?
About $200.
$200 a set?
Yeah. But depending on what you've done for the week, you can get away with one set. And so if you're trying to run at a budget, you can still win. You can still win the race on one set of tires.
And how many cars out here like run at a time?
We're gonna run 30.
30 cars. You know how cool that is?
I built one like this for drifting.
They run. Oh, this would be a rad drift car.
For like a Hayabusa engine turbo.
There's no rules in hot pit. Imagine showing up in 2 of these in hot pit. Center seating too. This is pretty rad. This is super cool. And how much power do these make? Like 100? About 100. So if you put a big engine in it,
Or you get like the BMW double R.
1000 double R. I don't know if it'll.
Or single R.
Can you spin the tires in this?
Yes.
Oh, see, and that's how you save tires, because it doesn't weigh anything. So what do we weigh?
Might have more grip.
I don't know total weight. I should know, but I leave that up to the crew chief.
Okay, that wasn't mean like precise. I mean, like, are they over 2,000 pounds? Under 2,000? Do you think they're over 1,000?
Yeah, I'd say probably 15 to 17. I'd say.
So less than half the weight of us.
Trying to make like an engine that makes 250 horsepower.
Dude, well, it's a Busa motor.
Yeah.
You can get a Hayabusa motor all day long, 1,300. You can even turbo it if we have to.
Yeah.
Yo.
The majority of your power is coming from the right rear, because the rear end's still way over here.
Could you build it square though if we had to?
You can't. It's got axles.
Oh, you have like a one-piece rear end, right, on it?
Yeah, so your right side, so your gears and everything's probably where his knee's at. So short right axle, long left.
Got it. Oh, hey, question. Okay, so is this one of those, first time you drive it, you get a garage door transmissions? It is one of those. So if you guys don't know, I didn't know this. So this is why it's called, when you buy a transmission, you also need to buy a garage door. Because how this works is that you're in gear, you start the car, you run, and everything's normal. To move, you push the clutch in and you go forward, okay? So let me make that statement again. You push the clutch in like you normally do to disengage it, and you actually go forward. Then you pull it in the second, and you let the clutch out, and now you're racing. And most people can figure that out. I figured that out no problem until I came back in the pits. When you come back in the pits, what happens is how you slow down is you clutch in just like normal. You're like, hey, I got this. Click down, boom, you're back in first gear, you're good to go. When you let the clutch out, you stop going. So you push the clutch in, and now you go forward. Normally into whatever vehicle or whatever's parked in front of you, because you don't realize mentally that when you push the clutch in or the brake in, all these things stop. Except for now when you push the clutch in, you go forward and run right into the garage door or into the house. So most people who don't know how to drive these destroy something in the front of the car. So yeah, this is pretty crazy, but we're gonna let Bo go, let him get back set up for his racing in the car. I just wanted to sit in one, and amazingly, I think I would fit in this no problem, because there's plenty of head clearance, and I have more room in this than I did in the S chassis last week, so pretty cool. And the shifting's on the right side. I think I can figure this out. We just gotta learn to keep turning left. The only notes I need is turn left, and we'll be set. So. Don't put your foot there. Good? Okay, so we're getting ready to go out and make some more laps. But check this out behind us, it's crazy. It's called skid plate racing. We're going inside. Oh! Okay. Now Sam is leading. We're going 3 cars deep, buddy. 3 cars. Look, craziness, look at this. Oh, bye-bye.
Maybe that shaft came out.
Did it?
The steering wheel is rotating with nothing.
Yeah, nothing's attached to anything right now. That's what I mean. I came in, when I went to flick this way, the wheel just spun. So something broke.
Oh, the lifespan of the coilover is still good.
Oh yeah, I didn't hit that hard. Oh, the shock's bent here. So the rest of the car and the wheel is down there. I messed up my bumper.
It's your subframe. Your subframe.
What?
It's broken.
Is it?
It's moving. Look. Look right here. Where to hold the racks. You see it?
Oh. Oh yeah, the rack broke off. Look.
Remember in Vegas you were saying something filled wheel?
That was it.
That's your steering, where the steering rack bolt to.
You want to ride off with them, and you're going back to your car, right?
Yeah.
Yep. You want me in the car or in there?
I'd go in there. That way you can tell where you're at.
Okay. Craziness. So it looked like the subframe, the rack broke off of the subframe. And then that was the end of it. Okay, so it looks like the wheel broke up there before we hit the wall. I don't know. We gotta look at the replay, see what happened. All right, so we're gonna see if we can get the car back together. It was wrecked pretty good. That's a good souvenir. It broke everything in the front. Don't know where all that oil is from, just from somewhere. Probably the rack. I felt like the rack broke or something broke before I hit the wall, but it bent everything also. Broke the subframe, bent this, bent that. Whole other side's destroyed. Looks like shock's destroyed. I hope the frame isn't too bad. I don't know, we have to see. I think I hit that and then I hit the wheel, but I don't think it was too bad. Drug the cage on the wall. It's the first time I've done that. That's sad. That's sad for sure. That's one way to end the season. Now I have one more car to fix. Oh, actually, hold on 1 second. Can you do me a favor? Can you lift it up so we can put jack stands under it? Hey, can you grab 2 jack stands? There we go. That'll just, we'll see in the end. That'll just make our life a lot easier. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to get a jack under it once you drop it down. Yeah. Just so we can get up in the air. This is as high as we can go. Can we go higher? Or is that all the way? Okay, that should be good then. Do we need him to go up a little bit? Can you go up? Can you go up just a little bit? Just a little bit up? There we go. Here, I got the other side. Oh, this doesn't have anything left on this side. It's all broken. That's okay. All right, we're good on this side. Are you good? Good? All right, you can drop it down. We're off. Thank you. So, we gotta figure out what happened.
How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I'll probably feel it tomorrow. We hit the wall pretty good.
Something happened on the car, right?
So coming off the top bank, something broke. And if you look, I have like broken wheel and broken parts coming off the bank.
I see it. It was not you. Like something like you lose steering or something?
Oh, completely. Inside, the steering wheel locked, and like I could turn it and the wheels weren't turning. I was still pointed right. And if you watch, when I hit the wall, I'm still pointed right. So basically, I never made it around the inner clip. I just went dead straight.
How do you feel when that unexpected happened? Like when
it's pretty scary.
when you cannot do nothing and you know
I was just along for the ride. I just held on and was like, well, this is going to be fun.
this is
Let's
wrong.
see what happens next.
This is wrong. You think you're gonna have it run in 10 minutes?
Maybe. Matters how bad it is. The subframe's broken in half. The other side snapped. We got to figure out what failed. Because right now, the steering doesn't go at all. The steering wheel is completely locked.
Do you have on the screw the ball? No. On the screw on the on the steering? No.
It didn't feel power steering. It felt very mechanical brake. Like, it broke in my hand, and then I couldn't go any direction. So we'll have to see what's broken. Hey, watch your hand. Yeah, look inside. Hold on.
So maybe it's something on the rack.
The rack came apart. What do you mean?
You busted the rack.
It's split in two. Well, almost in two.
That's what happened.
Yep, right there.
I don't have seen that set again. I don't have seen that.
that before.
I never have seen that again. Okay, you are the first one.
The rack broke in half coming off the bank. I was heavily loaded and I just felt it go clack, and then I had no steering. And I'm like, no, and I turned as much as I could left, and the rack's no longer attached. So when I turned left, the wheel just went like this and just smashed into the wall.
Somebody tell me you try a new compound for Formula Drift next year.
Maybe it's too grippy.
Maybe was that the problem?
Maybe I had too much grip up front.
Maybe the new compound, maybe.
Maybe too
Get
grippy.
ready. Rome is coming hot next year.
Let's go. So we gotta get it back together, but we'll figure out what's going on. All right, so we've been thrashing on this thing. Check it out. We've got the whole car back together, the subframe back together. Here's the old subframe, broken in lots of places where it should not be broken. And this pocket's broken out, that side's broken out, but we got that back on. Car's on the ground, ready to go. We had a small oil leak, a new rack. The rack broke in half as well. I don't even know where it is. And you guys saw the wheel earlier. So we're getting it back together. We have like 8 more minutes till we go out and drive, or 10 minutes till we go and drive. We're adding some oil to it. We're gonna go send it again. So hopefully we're good to go. I'm gonna get cleaned up and then jump in the fire suit. So let them battle this. Top off power steering, we should be good. All right, so my guy over here says this wheel's a little bent. We're gonna start it up and see what happens. She's a little bent.
A little bit, bro. I'm not sending you out like that.
Oh yeah, she good still.
She's not good.
If you're wondering, this is what it's supposed to look like. And this is what it actually looks like.
You call that good?
I think we need a
You call that good?
Is that bent?
Oh my goodness.
I can't tell, bro. Is that bent? All right, we're gonna send it. No, he's changing tires. Hey, babe, come look.
I told you
Is that still good?
always.
Look from here.
I don't fall on him. Always. And nothing is like, why my bedding's getting fucked up?
You just gotta dance with it.
All right.
Yo, you don't give other tires? This is gonna go like that.
I got one more set. We're changing. No problem.
It's gonna fly.
I know. Okay, so we are back, getting ready to go. We have to wait for a couple more laps, and then we're gonna go back out there to test out the car. We think we have it aligned. We got some new wheels on it. Everything should be straightened back out. New rack, new subframe. The wash valve didn't break, so just subframe, wheel. And what's good is that the wheel took all the impact, so the wheel literally took all the damage, which is really, really good. Like, a wheel's easy to replace, so, but the subframe did break, which is a common problem with these. Even though they're reinforced, it didn't matter. Subframe just got, like, fully destroyed. But the real problem was that the rack broke in half. So, rack broke in half, and then all of a sudden, it was no bueno from there. So, put a rack on it, a new belt on it, because the belt's gone, and... yeah, rack, subframe, belt, wheel, and I think that's it. The guys got it back together. We're rocking. So thank you for everyone that helped out. Thank you for getting us back out here. This is the last event. We got a couple laps, and you know, hopefully 2 laps at least, and we're gonna go send it. So let's see how it goes. So we laid down a fire run, but look, we're back with the tow truck again. We're done. It blew up. So just straight down, and then we just push it backwards towards the trailer. So do you see the big flag? That's my trailer.
Oh,
The 2 flags up in the air says Garagistic, that's us. So yeah, I think she blew up. Like kaboom, boom, boom, blew up. As I was drifting, just boom, like fireball out the hood. Yeah, something blew up. It does not seem very good or very promising, and then motor just shut off. So something's done. We lost a rod or a crank or a something. So it finally, after a whole year of beating on it, it's finally gone. That's the end. Kaboom, boom, boom. But she had a good year. Hold on, he's gonna show us what's going on out here.
Alright, you thought Sally was bad. Excuse me, margaritas. Can you put the light back down in there? That's not.
That was a good one.
You should not be able to see all that in there.
wall and then all of ours out there. I just float. You see me like all lock at the end? I was like backwards, like, oh, we stuck. Dude, we almost hit the tire together. Cause I thought you were going between the tire, and then you went around the far tire, and bro, we almost hit the tire.
yeah. I was like, I don't knew where you guys going.
Bro, we almost hit the tire head
I'm
on.
so sorry.
I was behind your smoke line, you went left, and I'm like, oh, I'm going in, and then I realized there's a tire there. I'm like, oh, no!
I'm sorry. But that was great laps. What happened here? Tell me. What is going on?
We did weight reduction on track.
Oh my God. Look at that.
Yeah.
The builder.
The builder. He ran the motor with no oil for how many laps?
We don't know. We had oil in it,
The oil feed line was leaking.
but we kept losing oil. We didn't know we were losing oil because it would only lose oil when it got hot, and then once the thermostat would close, it would stop leaking oil. So we get back here, there's no oil leak. Only oil leak out there.
So it's not his fault.
I don't know. It's probably my fault somehow.
It's not his fault.
Probably my fault, but check it out. Look at this. So there's a little bit of oil, right? But look.
You are the last one for transponder.
Look at that.
Please return it at this time. Thank you.
That is a big window.
Give it up for Jeff Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
It is done. I saw a grenade, and oh, there's part of the piston right there, or part of the rod.
She windowed.
I think he just blew up his car too. I think Jeff just blew up too because the car doesn't run. I think we all blew up our cars.
Yeah, but look, you see? The motor start for oil.
Oh, there's another part of it right there.
Look at the rod. You see the rod inside? It locked.
Yeah, it had to. Dude, it was like, what? Boom! I just grenaded.
He put 5 liter of oil in it.
I don't know how we got that low, but
It's been leaking a long time. It's Brian's fault. He put those lines on. Jet ski.
that's his crew chief. We'll
That's
blame it
the
on him
jet
either
ski.
way. Is it? But you can't see all the way through. It only windowed one side.
Yeah.
It only windowed one side, I think. Right?
Yeah, it didn't blow out the other side.
Oh, I hope it didn't damage the oil pan.
We've never done it, and I can promise you we'll never do it again.
No, the pan doesn't look like a hole in it.
We're watching everyone.
So it might just be a block. I'm just hoping the head's okay. Hopefully the head's okay too. But you know the bad part is? Now I don't have a single car that runs. My tow truck is down. All 3 of my drift cars are down. I got a Tesla. The wife's car is the only one that runs right now.
Don't drive it.
I'm not touching it, bro. Yeah, but one wasn't my. 2 of them weren't even my fault. This one was my fault though. And Sally, what happened with Sally? Yeah, why Sally? Why did we pull the motor out of Sally?
Because she got windowed too. She got windowed at orange.
Oh yeah. You know the funny thing is too, is that well, this one, the original build of this one and Sally's build were both built together 3 years ago.
This lasted this whole entire season.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, at 980 horsepower with nitrous. The other one, but I don't know. I have more miles on Sally, I think.
Thank you. We'll talk later.
You're welcome. Do you see what happened?
No.
Come look at this side. And he's gonna give us a 1-2 on what happened. So just look. Start looking around.
Oh shit, I see a lot of oil.
Start looking.
Oh shit, your whole block is gone.
Yeah, there's some pieces down there. The rod's over there.
Holy fuck.
Look in there. See?
That looks fun.
See it? So I lost a motor. We think Jeff just lost a motor. Margarita's hurt his motor. And
My motor's the only one left.
his motor, I'm50's the only one alive. And then what happened with this guy? This guy's trailer's missing.
Yeah, he blew up his shit too.
First lap.
Yes.
So,
Hey,
all
the
right.
last time you're ever gonna drive here.
I know, and we did it in grand fashion.
Yeah, blow shit up, put oil all over the place.
It didn't leak any oil. There's no oil left to leak. That's a trick. You can't leak it if it's not in the car. All right, we'll figure out how to load this thing up. And, bro, I got this winged animal here now. Look at this thing. Huh?
Drive it in there. Promise you.
Bro, try and crank it.
I've drove one like this for 2 miles.
Try and crank it. Put it in neutral though. So he's unplugging the coil and the injector.
Oh, the fuel. I didn't put on fuel.
Oh, turn on the fuel.
Drive it in there. It's fine. I promise you, drive it in there.
I mean, it's already messed up, right? All right. We're gonna fire this thing up and drive it on in. Can you push my wing down somehow? Oh no, you gotta get out of stuck from the door first. I had active arrow on the straightaway. That's why I gapped this guy over here. Gapped, bro. Gapped by active arrow. Oh, let's lift that up. Okay. We already started the destruction derby. Just give it a good old hit. This thing's just gotta go in. Oh.
I like the active arrow.
The active arrow is great. Let's see. There we go. That's good enough to get inside the trailer. You can kick it, that's fine with me. Kick it, it might go in. Hey. Look at that. See? Best crew guy out there. Fitment is money. So we destroyed everything under the car, destroyed the right side, destroyed the left side, hit the wall, bent the frame, and blew the motor. I think we're pretty good. It's a good win. All right, we're gonna pack up. So something we just noticed, right? So there's all the pieces down there and everywhere else. It blew out so much force, it bent the shock tower with part of the rod. I don't even know, it might have broke under the intake manifold too, which I hope it didn't. Look. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom out far enough. I think it did. Look at that. It dented the intake manifold.
Put a hole in it?
Crazy. It didn't put a hole through it, but it dented it, and it bent the shock tower.
Oh, it did.
Crazy.
Through that.
Crazy. Now we're gonna try and start it and drive it in. Let me explain, because people are probably gonna ask. So what we did is we unplugged the injector. Oh, Sam unplugged the injector. Why is there so much smoke right there? Oh, from him. I was like, bro, haven't you started yet? Already smoking. So we unplugged the injector and we unplugged the coil pack, so nothing catches on fire, in theory. So here, I'll let you film. We're gonna try and start it up and drive it in.
You sure you don't want to push it?
Today on Jack.
Jake inside the trailer? Okay. You know, just have him watch you go in. I got one chance.
You got one chance.
It's like that Eminem song.
He has one try. Guide him.
All right, here we go.
It's already blown up.
There we go. All right, bump up more.
All right.
You've got nowhere to go.
Yeah, good now?
Yeah, straight.
How far in? I think we're too
No,
far.
you're over on the table.
Yeah, let's go back.
Oh,
We're too far.
All right.
you're right.
Yeah,
Face up right there. Wait, no, back just a hair.
There we go, we're good.
Yeah, the door closed right there.
You got the table over here.
I told you, you're gonna plug your engine the way you're driving. Look at that now.
Hey, it was a success. Irwindale 2024. We went out with the bang.
Look. The hat says it all. Look at that. Bam.
There you go.
Let's go.
All right, she done. gear over.
Next week on Jackass.
Right?
No.
You're good to go.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Everyone came out to help push, move the car in. Thank you. And my parents are here. They both got ride-alongs. My wife got a ride-along wherever she is. And man, this is it. She's done. So we're gonna strap her down, get it home, and then figure out what's next. We need a motor for it, subframe, a bunch of parts for this car. I think right now all my cars are down. So my tow truck is hurt, blown motor. This one has a window in the block. Sally, we windowed the block. And the LS, we blew up 2 LS motors this year. So the Red Bull car is gone, and I'm building a new car. So basically I have 4 cars that don't have engines in them, and a tow truck that's hurt. So we got a lot to do. Season's coming quick. Let's go. Send it.